welcome to DMCC's educational video on credit reports. Credit reports are a useful financial tool utilized by banks, lenders, credit card companies, and consumers to track consumer credit worthiness. That means that when you apply for a credit card, a loan, or a mortgage, the lender will look at your credit report to see what kind of risk you pose before lending you the money. Your credit report contains your credit history, courthouse records if any, credit inquiries, and personal information. It is important that you review your credit report at least once a year to make sure that it doesn't contain any erroneous information. Experts say that 70% of people who review their credit reports find mistakes in them. You should also review your credit report before making a large purchase, such as a car or a home, to make sure that all your information that the lenders are looking at is accurate. To get a copy of your credit report, you must contact the 3 major credit reporting agencies: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Please take a moment to write down the contact information for each of the credit reporting agencies as it appears on your screen. You can contact these agencies by mail, telephone, or the internet to request a copy of your credit report. You will need to provide them with your full name, address, social security number, and a copy of identification if you are requesting the report by mail. Each agency has its own report, so make sure you contact all 3 of the agencies to ask for your credit report. Once you receive a report from each agency, you'll notice that some things that are present in one are not present in the other 2, or maybe things appear differently in one than in the others. That is perfectly normal, and as long as your information is correct and true, you have nothing to worry about. I'm going to go through the different kind of information that you will find in your credit report. I'm going to use a sample credit report that I got from the Experian website. Please note that your credit report may not look the same as the sample. That's okay. It should still contain the same basic types of data. The first thing you should check for when reviewing your credit report is to make sure that all of your personal information is correct. Make sure that your name is spelled correctly and that there is no one else's name under personal information. It is normal to see different versions of your name on your credit report. In our example, note that John Q. Consumer is also referred to as Jonathan Q. Consumer and J. Q. Consumer. While this is normal, you should make sure that your report only cites names that you actually use to acquire credit. Next, you should review the Social Security number listed and make sure that it is your own. No other Social Security numbers should be listed unless you changed your Social Security number for some reason. Verify the rest of your personal information. Make sure that the date of birth, employer, spouse, and residential address are all really yours. If you find any incorrect information, don't worry. You can contact the credit agencies and have them fix it. I'll go over how to do this later on this video. Now you're going to review your credit accounts. In the Experian credit report sample that we are using, they are divided into categories: negative items and accounts in good standing. The negative category will contain accounts that are past due or have any other negative aspect on them. Accounts in good standing are those that have been paid regularly, promptly, and correctly. Your credit report may not have your credit accounts divided into categories. Just make sure you review each account and verify that the account listed is yours. Check the account number, status, balance, payment history, all dates, and the number of late payments. The last bit of information that your credit report contains is credit inquiries. These are requests for your credit history. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, each time you apply for credit or loan, your credit report is pulled and reviewed. These inquiries appear on your report. Some of these inquiries can be for transactions that you initiated. If you applied for a department store credit card, you gave them permission to examine your credit report. Other inquiries may be for the transactions that you did not initiate. For example, When you receive pre-approved credit cards offers in the mail, the creditors have already reviewed your credit report to see if you are eligible for their card. A quick glance at this information should give you a surprising picture of who is looking at your credit history. Now that you're done reviewing your credit report, it is time to dispute any inaccurate information that you may have found. Remember, it is quite normal to find errors in your credit report. You shouldn't let it stress you out, but you should act quickly in order to get the information cleared up. The first thing you should do is write a letter to the credit reporting agency that cited the error. In the letter, include your full name, current mailing address, social security number, date of birth, your credit report number, the account number of the item that you are disputing, and the specific reason why you believe the information is inaccurate. Your credit report should feature a specific address where the credit reporting agency wants to receive its disputes. Follow the instructions in your credit report and be as specific with your information as possible. Clearly state what you want the credit agency to do. If you want them to remove an item, tell them. Generally, when consumers don't provide enough information on reasons for their disputes are seen as frivolous and are not investigated by the credit reporting agency. You should send this letter through certified mail, with return receipt requested. It may take some time to clear up your credit report of erroneous information, but don't give up. Be patient, be persistent, and you should be able to get your information corrected without help of a lawyer.